everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. If you are new to my channel, I'm an independent Stampin'Up demonstrator and I post on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And today we are making, this is a milk carton, but it has a removable top and it is see-through. And I've really been wanting, this is in my head for a while, and I love to see the candies in it. I'm using some of the Hershey's eggs in this one, and these are from Dollar Tree. They're just their little eggs, peanut butter eggs. But you can put jelly beans in here. You could put anything. You could fill it with different stuff, like just some little miniatures, Hershey's nuggets, anything like that would be super cute. These could be good for any occasion, but I wanted to use this sweet little rabbit, and look how cute he is with the flowers around his neck. You can put a bow there if you want. I've been putting bows on my last few projects on my little bunnies that I've been making, and so today I decided to use the flowers on him, and he's so cute, him or her, whichever. But I thought it was so cute. But I want to show you too how this opens. And one thing, if you want this to open on the top, don't put I put a little dimensional on here. Don't put the dimensional on the top or you won't be able to remove the top. And I thought about this just now when I went to take off the top, because you can remove this one easy. This is just a plain one, but I just wanted to show you. You can decorate these any way you want. This comes off the top. I'm going to show you on this one, and it pulls out like that, but this fits a ton of these Hershey's eggs in it. And one thing, when we come to the top is going to be really tight, and I want it that way because if anybody happens to pick this up by the top, it's not going to fall off. So I made it a little bit tight, so when you put it back on, you kind of have to squeeze this to get it back on. Just squeeze the window sheet and it'll go right back on. But see how you can hold it from the top? Like if a kid picks it up by mistake by the top, which I don't recommend picking it up from the top because it can, I mean, if you shake it and stuff, it's going to come off. But if it's pretty tight on there, and I made it that way on purpose. So this is what we're making today, but we're going to do this version with the little bunny. This may be a little bit longer because there is a little bit more to it, but it's really a fun one. So this one pulls off just like that, and these are the little peanut butter eggs. But remember, don't put a dimensional on the little bunny's head. You can probably put it underneath here on the window sheet because you're not going to see it under there. And that's probably what I'm going to do on the next one. But you got to leave it free so you can pull this off. All right, let's get started with this. This is pale papaya, by the way. I did do this box in soft seafoam, but this is soft succulent, the designer series paper. I thought I was picking up the right one, but it looks okay with it. I think it looks cute with the soft seafoam. But anyway, this one's pale papaya, and this designer series paper is also pale papaya. And I'm going to show you the designer series paper that I used to mat this. So it is the Pansy Petals. This is in our annual catalog, by the way. And it has also, I used up all of this Highland Heather that it has in here, but it comes with all three of these as the gingham, and it's actually the back side of these. All right, so the stamp sets. We are using Easter Friends, and you do have to fussy cut him, or if you have a scan and cut, you can cut him with that. I did fussy cut him because he's super easy fussy cutting. And you've seen me use this little duck. If you watched my video on Thursday, I did some tag toppers or treat toppers with a handle, and they were really cute. And I did one of them with this little duck. He's so cute. And I did use this Happy Easter in that. And this is a wish for everything. I've talked about this one a ton because you could put a lot of sentiments together. It has sentiments for the inside. It's a 2 stamp set. And this one I use a ton because I could use it for so many occasions. And then the little flowers are the pierced blooms. You know how I love this if you followed me very long. I love, love, love these dies. But look at all the flowers you get. And I already pulled out the flowers that we're going to use. Alright, so that's what we're using for this. Like I said, I'm using pale papaya. So for the bottom of the box part, you're going to need a piece. And yes, I have a 1/16 inch on here. I'm going to show you where it is on the trimmer so that you can see. Because I know a lot of people don't like 16th, but that's the only way this would work. So it's 4 1/16 by 4 1/16. And then this one is for the top. And this is 3 by 8.5. And then you're going to need some window sheet. The window sheet is 8.5 by 4. You can actually make this as tall as you want. You can make it 5, 6 inches. You can make it 2 inches if you want them shorter, like little shorter ones. You could do it however high that you want your box to be. And then you're going to need some basic white. I'm using the thick just to stamp our little bunny. And then to mat it, you need 8 pieces that are 7/8 by 1 7/8. And that is just to mat around the sides. If you want to mat the top, you can mat that. But I did cut some pieces to see what it looked like, and I thought it was too much. So we are going to just go with this. I already cut the pieces that we're going to use for around the bunny. So these are the pieces that we're going to use. And these are the pierced bloom dies that I cut out. And I just cut one of these out, and I cut it out of 2 different colors. I didn't know if I was going to use them both or not. And then the ribbon I'm using is the open weave, and it's the pale papaya on the open weave ribbon. Alright, I think that's everything. I'm also using these our basic pearls on the flowers of the little bunny. So let's do our bunny first, because we are going to color him super easy. I'm just using crumb cake and dark and light crumb cake. Really, really quick and easy, because I don't want a whole lot of detail in him. Alright, so I had the bunny all colored in just with light crumb cake and dark crumb cake. And I just shaded where the dark parts are shaded. I just did that with the dark. And he's so easy. I just colored it like a coloring book. Alright, so we're going to cut him out. I'll go ahead and speed through this. Alright, so he's all cut out, ready to go. Let's put on his little flowers, since we already have those all cut out. So we are going to, and what I like to do with this is I like to use my piercing mat. I like to pop these up a little bit, so it gives them a little bit of a life. And we're going to do that with these 2, these little ones. Alright, I'm going to use wet glue. I think I'll use some of these. I think I'll use these darker ones and then maybe one of the lighter ones. I always like to use odd numbers when I'm putting stuff on. And we're going to use wet glue. So I'm going to put one leaf down here. I don't want to cover his face, so we're going to put these. I think I'm going to put one of the lighter ones under there too. Yeah, move this down a hair. Like that. I'm pushing down my little flowers that I just popped up, but at least it still popped up some. And you can put these on however you like them. I'm going to just scoot that one under there, and then this one maybe down here. Kind of sneak it underneath. And then we'll put one more leaf under there. I mean, you could do however you like, whatever colors you want. I'm just using Pale Papaya and Daffodil Delight on it. I wanted to keep it kind of springy looking. And then I'm going to take my pearls and we'll go ahead and put those on as well. This will be all ready to go to put on the box when we get it done. So I'm going to put the larger ones on the bigger flowers. And then the little ones on the small flowers. I love how the pearls add to this. I'll show it to you up close here in just a second. It's so cute. So there he is. Isn't it cute? All right, let's put him aside and let him dry, and let's get to our box here. So we are going to score these. And we'll go ahead and score the top part first. And you are going to score the top on the 8.5 inch side at 1/2, 2.5, 4.5, and 6.5. And then you're going to turn it, and on the 3-inch side, you're going to do it at 1/2 and 2. All these measurements will be in the inspiration sheet on my blog. And then we're going to score the 4 1/16 inch part. We're only scoring this at 1 inch on each side. So once you get it cut, it's super easy. So 1 inch on all 4 sides. And then we're going to score the window sheet. On the window sheet, you are going to score it at 1/2. So you need to score it really deep so that you know where your score is going to be. So it's 1/2, 2.5, and I do it a couple times. 4.5 and 6.5. Make sure you keep it up against the top of your scoring tool here so that it's even, and that's all you're scoring that piece at. So that's all our scoring. All right, so let's fold all these on your score marks, and I use my bone folder now to sharpen these. And I have to hold it to the light so I can see it. And you want to make sure you get them on those lines because it's important how it fits this box. The light from my overhead lights are shining in my face and it's harder to see. All right, so that's all ours here. Now you can use tear and tape, which I'm going to use, or you can use your Stampin' Seal Plus. Both of those work. They look a little bit different. I don't worry about it showing. So I'm just going to use the tear and tape. And you're just going to put it down on that 1/2 inch side there. And then remove your backing. And then make sure you line this up really straight on your score mark. Oops, sorry, got you out of the camera, I think. All right, so there you have it, just like that. Now I sharpen these. I go around them and really sharpen them with my fingers to make it a little bit more square. Can you see that? All right, so now let's this is our bottom piece. We're gonna cut around this. I turn it a 1/4 turn, and then on these little ones like this, I always do this. All right, now again, sharpen all these score marks. And I'm going to use wet glue on this. You can use your tear and tape or your Stampin' Seal Plus. Use something that's strong though. And we're going to put this together first to give it a minute to dry so that when we put our inside piece, it's all ready to go and nice and dry. You know how I am with that little handle thing on this bottle. It drives me crazy, but I'm too in a hurry to put it underneath the rubber band. I don't know. It's a little crazy, but it does help to put it under the rubber band. Now I got a little hangover, and so I don't like it. So I'm going to cut it off there. And let's see if I have anything else. No, everything else looks good. And that's the bottom. I'm going to let this sit now because it is wet glue. Give it a chance to dry and we'll put the top together. Now for this top piece, you need a ruler. And what you're going to do is, I'm going to mark it with a pencil, but you can mark it. This is just like you do a milk carton. You're going to do every other one. So you are going to mark at 1 inch here and at 5 here. That's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to show you where I'm marking it. Only on these 2 squares right here. I'm not going to use the pencil on this because I want to just score this, and I don't want it to be seen. All right, so we're going to score it from that point to the corner. So you're making an upside down V, and then to this corner. Going to do the same thing on the other one. And I'll give you a close-up here. So it's going to look like that. Now we are going to do this one this way. Actually, we're going to do this one this way. This bottom one this way. And you'll know once you get them all folded and scored. You want to make sure these are really scored nicely though. And then where we mark these, you're going to just, I put my finger there to hold it, and then you want to sharpen those. It makes it easier when you're folding this. But it's just like if you've done a milk carton box, it's the same principle. Only this top is removable. All right, I'm going to use some more tear and tape, and I'm going to use it on this end here, this 1/2 inch here. We're going to put this together. We're using a lot of tear and tape in this one because I want this all to stay together really nice. You're going to match these up, match your score marks up. And then you are going to just squeeze that top part, line these edges up, and then just squeeze it really hard. You can put a little clip on here, or you can punch it like I'm going to punch it. Now I had to get my heavy duty puncher out. I haven't had this out for forever, but and I can't even, oh, it's a crocodile, and it's a crocodile too. I don't even know if these are around anymore, but I am going to mark first with a pencil where I want to punch. It just makes it easier for me to get it under here. But I do love this because it goes through all these layers. And if you don't have one, just use a regular hole punch. But what you're going to have to do is punch the layers. Like you'll have to punch both sides, mark them, and then punch the inside parts. You can mark it with a little pencil and then punch it through the inside parts, like these inside parts here. It was a little difficult. I did it with my very first one, and it was a little bit difficult punching with a regular hole punch. But like I said, you could put a clip on it or whatever you want to do. I'm going to grab my ribbon here, and we're going to just put the ribbon through. Believe it or not, y'all, I'm filming this on a Thursday, and it is 80 degrees here. We had it like freezing just the other day, and now it is 80. This weather is so crazy. We haven't turned our air on because it's crazy this early to turn on the air conditioning. I'm going to leave these free until I stamp my sentiment so we can put that on. All right, let's get this onto this part. Again, I'm using tear and tape. I highly, highly recommend the tear and tape for this. So I'm going to put it up a little bit because I want it to catch more towards the top of the bottom part. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. Just go all the way around. And make sure this is sealed, you know, all the way around really good. And then I'm going to remove the backing. And then you're going to set this inside here. And it fits really good. So I wanted to catch like up towards the top of this is what I was talking about. More so than down below. So I am going to kind of squeeze it, work it in there. It'll go in really easily actually. And then just push it all the way down. And then you want to just put your hand in there and get that sealed down really good. It's really easy, y'all, but it fits in there really nicely. And then this top part, this is where you're going to have to kind of finagle it a little bit, like squeeze it to get it in. I'm not going to do that yet because I want to stamp the sentiment. And I want to show you some of the other parts here. Let's go ahead, and I already have my Happy Easter put together there. I'm going to use the Memento Black. And by the way, I think this was 1/2 inch, the piece, but I'm going to hand cut it because I didn't cut that 1/2 inch piece. So we're just going to cut it like this. And I am going to banner the end here. And I'm bringing in my crocodile again, and I am going to punch another hole. You can use just a regular hole punch, but I have it right here, so I'm just going to punch another hole there. We're going to string it through here. And then I'm going to tie a bow. You can tie a knot if you want, or just tie a bow. It's up to you. And we're going to fix this so that this bow is smaller. I don't like the bow too big on this one. So I am going to try to make it a little bit smaller. All right, then I'm going to just cut these ends off. We are going to mat this. So I am matting all of these sides here and then all of them on the bottom. All right, so all of those are all matted. Isn't it cute? I love the gingham. I just love the gingham. All right, I'm just going to go ahead, and since I just have these Hershey's, I bought this huge thing, but I use them for my grandkids for their Easter baskets, believe it or not. Even my 21 and 25-year-old, I still make Easter baskets for. Now on the top, like I said, you have to kind of squeeze it a little bit to get it to go on. But I love that it's got a really nice tight fit there. All right, isn't it cute? Let's put the bunny on. Again, I'm going to use dimensionals, and I think I'm going to put one on the back here so it touches the, yeah, I'm going to put one right here so it touches the window sheet. So I'm going to put that here. And that is it. Look how cute. Isn't Bunny's so cute? It's the sweetest thing. So look how cute they are. So there's the two bunnies, and then here is the plain one. You can do however you like it. I love the bunny though. All right, everyone, I have a new hostess code for March. So if you place an order, please use the hostess code. I would appreciate it. All right, everyone, I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.